setback? Because I've been dying for that to come back.
Drink it up!
What the?
He ain't a tight ass!
What the?
Horns up, metalheads! Time for another edition of Rock and Metal Revival. Welcome to the show. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you, man?
I am. I'm great, and it's good. We want to welcome our listening audience on 105.9 FM, The Hog.
The Hog!
That's right. Illinois, Wisconsin state line area listening to us tonight. Thank you very much. And we'll
apologize ahead
of time to the ownership of the Hog. Coming up on today's show, we got Rock and Roll Hall of Famer and one of Jerry's favorite vocalists of all time, Mr.
Yeah.
Glenn Hughes.
Yes. Holy cow, man. I can't believe we got Glenn Hughes when you sent me the thing. Yeah, I got time. We can do it, man.
It's always funny when we're looking at, when I want to do an interview, I'm like, hey, what are you doing so-and-so time? I don't know why. I can always tell.
Yeah, you can tell if I get answer right away.
If I get a member of Priest or Michael Schenker or somebody.
I'll do it whenever. Middle of the night?
Yeah, sure. We're ready to go.
I'll be ready.
So we got Glenn Hughes coming up next hour. We also got News of the Weird, and there's plenty of that, and we've got Talking Real Metal. But right now, what do you say we kick the show off? This one's celebrating 26-year anniversary. Man, every time I read one of these, I feel older and older.
Yeah, I know. It's not fair, is it?
No. Pantera and Cowboys from Hell came out 26 years ago this week.
I remember seeing that video, the Cemetery Gates video.
Yeah.
Wow. Those squeals on those harmonics.
Gotta love it.
Awesome.
And so here is Pantera and Cowboys from Hell kicking off this edition of Rockin' Metal Revival, live from the Hookah Lounge studios.
Rockin' Metal Revival. Better than morning sex.
Start with a shower. You smell like you just walked out of a fisting contest.
Well, maybe not. But if you're looking for the best hard rock and classic metal, you found it. Rockin' Metal Revival.
There's Def Leppard from one of the most underrated albums of their career, I think. That's On Through the Night, Wasted.
Oh, yeah. Their first album was kicking.
I thought it was awesome. And they're going to be in concert coming up August 6th. In Madison, Wisconsin. I know you and I will be heading up to that show, and looking forward to that with Tesla and REO Speedwagon. But before that, we heard from the Bullet Boys, and that's from their new album, Elefante.
Yeah, good album, actually.
If you're getting a chance to see them, I know they're in town here tonight. We're not getting to see them because we're a little busy here in the Hookah Lounge studios. But so, dude, what did you think the other day when I called you up and I said, we've got Glenn Hughes? What was the first thing came to mind?
I was like, I wonder if he's in England or if he's in America, and what are we going to talk about? I hope he's talkative. And, man, he was talkative, which was awesome because, Yeah,
it was very fun to talk to him. Looking forward to it.
Nice guy.
We're going to go down and see him. Coming up August 25th. You invited us to a show, and you don't ever invite us to something.
Yeah, because
you don't want.
We'll go.
We'll show up.
We'll go. Just especially
if there's anything to drink or food, we're there. So we're looking forward to that. We've got new music today. We've got new music from bands like Son of Texas. We'll also hear new music from Inglorious. That which I'm really digging. You said they're going to be coming out with something
coming out with vinyl. Coming out with a vinyl of this album.
And you had concerns.
I did because they're from England, and I went to buy it. I was going to get it, but they were like selling it in pounds, and it didn't switch it over to dollars. And I was like, man, that's going to be heavy. That's like 25 pounds. That'll break my turntable. And then add 11 pounds to send it. I don't know what pounds are to dollars.
It's not weight, dude.
It's not?
No, you don't have to worry about your turntable.
Are you sure?
Trust me.
Because that would not work. That's
I know
like
I graduated locally,
pounds.
but I did graduate. You're all right.
That's like 30 pounds.
That's
man.
heavy.
That's going to break it. Yeah, there's no way.
Don't worry about it. You can order if you want.
Okay.
All right, but we're
cool.
also talking about new music. This one I'm really digging. The new CD's coming out from our friends at Rack Pat Records. It's called One-Sided War. This is Michael Sweet, and this one's called Bizarre. Turn this up real loud on Rockin' Metal Revival.
If you're looking for a show that's entertaining and informative, keep looking. Rockin' Metal Revival.
From their CD Psychotic Supper, there's Tesla and Edison's Medicine on Rockin' Metal Revival. Looking forward to seeing them in a couple
love that
weeks.
theremin in there. That really...
Yeah.
I used to have a German Shepherd, and when I'd play this in the van,
yeah,
he'd go crazy. because of that noise would just totally freak him out.
Did you know that the original theme to Star Trek was played on a theremin?
No way, really?
I learned that on Big Bang Theory.
Oh, wow.
So now,
are you sure? No, we can't be entertaining.
No, we're not supposed to be entertaining or informative. Never mind. No, you didn't learn nothing.
Don't listen to him.
It's time for
lies.
Lies. It's all lies. It's time for
if
news.
It wasn't on the internet. It wasn't true.
It was
on
on
TV. You said.
Oh, okay, yeah. Time for news of the weird, and we're going to go right to the weirdest state of them all, as we found out over the years. It's Florida.
Yeah, they're very good at this.
Yeah, Florida man has world's greatest criminal alias ever.
And what? Well, yeah.
When police in Largo, Florida, arrested Jeffrey Forrest Poole on charges
I used to live in Largo.
Yeah,
probably knew this guy.
You probably hung out with him.
Yeah.
Violently resisting a police officers, the authorities made sure to list things like his age, weight, and address in the arrest report. Officers also included an alias that Poole was allegedly used in the past, and this is pretty awesome as well. And
is it potato salad?
No, it's this is not safe for work, but
more
on that later.
Oh, okay.
All right. Police were called to the 37-year-old suspect's home on a reported domestic disturbance early Sunday morning.
Alcohol wasn't involved, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Florida.
And he said when the officers arrived, according to the criminal complaint, police, Poole exited the home and said, "I will beat every cop's blank." This is like matching.
Yeah.
Then Poole raised his right fist and began to extend it towards my face in an attempt to strike me, said one arresting officer. Since Poole was arrested and taken into Pinellas County Jail, it is highly unlikely that he made good on his butt-kicking promise.
No, I don't think so. I think they probably was outnumbered, I'd think.
He would have got, an ass kick in there, yeah. Poole was charged for assaulting an officer and violently resisting arrest. He remains behind bars in lieu of $5,150 in bail.
Yeah.
He's starting a GoFundMe page.
Oh, nice. Yeah, let's go help him.
Yeah. And whatever the case made more interesting, according to Pinellas County, one tiny detail, his criminal alias that he used.
Yeah.
What do you think it was?
It wasn't potato salad, huh?
No, it was
French fried onions.
Put the kids to bed. It was Dick Face Johnson.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Nice. That was the name that showed up because Poole was either asked if he had any aliases on a record under file, and that showed up.
He couldn't have been drunk when he came up with that one either, back whenever he came up with that alias. That's a good one.
Wasn't that the one you used to use when you toured with the band?
No. when I checked into hotels.
Yeah.
It was something like that. I can't say it on the thing, but it's something like that.
Wasn't it Hugh G. Rection?
Yeah. That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Now, what's the deal with this guy accused of a crime straight from Seinfeld? Do you ever watch Seinfeld?
Oh, yeah, I used to watch Seinfeld.
All right, he allegedly smuggled returnables into Michigan, like Kramer and Newman did. Remember when they had the mail van?
Yeah, like Oregon. They give you cash for your cans
your
and
recyclables.
Plastics, yeah.
Judges ruled that a man from Columbiaville, Michigan, will stand trial for a crime that seems inspired by a Seinfeld episode. No court date has been scheduled, but Brian Edward Everidge is accused of bringing 10,000 bottles and aluminum cans in a budget box truck into Michigan, where the deposit is 10 cents.
Dang, man.
From Kentucky, which doesn't pay anything.
Dang, that's serious. That's a lot of freaking stuff, man.
Even though he lives in Michigan.
It's not like a garbage bag full of recyclables, man.
It's like a weekend out at the campfire out to Newville.
Man. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's illegal to return bottles that a person knowingly did not get in the state, according to Michigan law.
Oh, man.
Well, I mean, man, you're cleaning up the environment. Who cares?
Yeah, but, man, that's... Whew.
Michigan.
I'm glad I'm not him.
Yeah.
Because they're going to throw the books at him.
I'm just glad I don't
If they
live
had
in
any
Michigan.
books in Michigan.
Yeah. No.
Border
Patrol agent detains 2 Pokemon Go players. Now, I know you're playing this.
Oh, yeah. I'm doing it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, just ran into the wall.
I remember I saw you down at the strip club looking for Pokemon. Yeah.
He wasn't there.
Oh, he wasn't there?
No.
You had to go in the back room to see Pokemon.
Oh, no, I can't afford that.
Yeah, he could. I guess the game continues to hit headlines. You know, people are getting run over, accidents.
Yeah, come on, man. Really?
Yeah, it's stupid. Border Patrol agents detained 2 teenagers from Canada on Thursday as they allegedly crossed the border into the U.S. while playing the game.
From Canada, though,
Yeah.
right? Right? Okay, because if they came in from the other side, the south side, no, they wouldn't be going back so fast.
The duo have not been identified. They were so busy playing the smartphone app, they didn't realize they had walked into another country, according to the Toronto Sun.
So what is this game? What are you looking at? Why is it?
Put it on your phone. I'm not putting it on mine.
Oh, no, I'm not putting it on my phone. No way.
Yeah, they were both apprehended, and they were taken to the Alberta province town of Quartz. After discovering the teens were unaware of their surroundings and they did not pose a threat, authorities transported them back to the nearby border patrol station. Both juveniles were so captivated by their Pokemon Go games, they lost track of where they were.
Did they at least get a spanking?
No.
Come on.
No, you can't spank this generation,
Oh,
dude.
jeez. Yeah, that's
You know
true.
better than that.
Take away their phone for a day or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Jeez. What are you doing?
How do you just walk into another country?
I mean, come on. Somebody already caught all of them, too, I heard.
Really?
On the news this morning, somebody said somebody got them all, so stop playing it. Somebody already won it. Somebody
we
already
should
got 'em
start
all.
that. We should get an app.
Yeah, we should make an app, but it would be, it'd be kind of dumb, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Pokey, what do you do? I don't know.
We'll have to think about that. Send your ideas to rockandmetalrevival@gmail.com. Coming up, we've got Talking Real Metal. We'll keep you up to date with the news of what's going on in hard rock and metal. And then next hour, we talk to Glenn Hughes from Deep Purple, Black Country Community. What other bands? Trapeze. Just a ton of them. We're going to talk to him next hour. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame member.
California Breed.
Yeah,
he
was in a lot of
but Black Country Community coming back.
So we'll talk to him next hour on Rock and Metal Revival.
Oh, want to apologize ahead of time on the audio on that. Got a little distortion, but
yeah, if you're going to call us, don't put us on a speakerphone.
Yeah, but I'm not going to tell Glenn Hughes, hey, take us off the speaker.
Here's your latest hard rock and metal news on Rock and Metal Revival.
All right, metalheads, time for another edition of Talking Real Metal. Grab the kids, pull them around the speakers. It's time for them to learn something.
Yeah, even if it's late at night.
Yeah.
They need to know this stuff.
Yeah.
They're going to be
School's starting soon.
Yeah. I saw stuff at the stores. Yeah, there's school stuff.
So when I go back
there.
to school, what did I learn on my summer vacation? They can throw some of this stuff out.
I learned some metal news,
That's
man.
right. All right, Columbus television station looks back on Dimebag murder, releases never-before-seen photos. Really?
Yeah, they did, man.
I
Nothing too.
But it's still,
it's just sad, man.
Yeah,
That's
leave it
just
alone. I
Yeah.
mean, we all know what happened.
Yeah.
Sharon Osbourne says Ozzy is a dirty dog who will pay for his indiscretions big time.
Maybe they're just playing one of their marital game. She goes and talks dirty about him on TV.
I don't know. But I'm not. We're
they're
not
meant
big
for
fans.
each other. Yeah, I'm not a fan of either. Well,
But you got to watch this History Channel show with him and Jack Osbourne.
I recorded it. Haven't watched
It's
it yet.
hilarious.
I'm gonna.
Yeah. Appeal filed.
Yeah, I want all my history lessons
From Ozzy.
Ozzy.
Yeah.
I can't understand him half the time.
I didn't understand my history teachers either.
That's true.
That's
Maybe-
true. Yeah.
Huh.
Appeal filed in Led Zeppelin Stairway to Heaven copyright infringement case. Really, dudes?
Yeah, they're
Give
gonna
it
try.
up.
It's it's not the same. I've listened to both. It's not.
Jerry's thrown down a ruling.
They got no case, dude.
Okay.
No case.
Extreme celebrates 25th anniversary of Porno Graffiti with Porno Graffiti Live 25 Metal Meltdown Blu-ray, DVD, and CD. I always like that band.
I will be getting that.
Yeah.
Just because I've never had a chance to see them live.
They're unreal live.
I just love the way freaking Nuno Bettencourt plays, man.
It looks like that Armored Saint guitarist Phil Sandoval is going to sit out the European shows. He's a good guitar player.
I'm not going then.
Really?
Yep. If he's not playing, I'm not going.
You're canceling
to those
your
shows.
tickets?
I'm canceling right
All
now.
right. Okay. Call your travel
I'm gonna call.
All right. Last the concert in New Jersey for Guns N' Roses, at least 30 people were arrested. You knew it would happen
That's it.
sooner or later. That's not bad.
yeah, that's
Think
it.
back about Montreal.
Yeah, they had a lot of people.
Yeah.
No.
Rudolph Schenker says he loves his brother even after Michael called him a con artist.
Yeah.
I love when people air their family laundry. And,
I know. It's like, Michael's just mad because he didn't leave the Scorpions, didn't just let it go like they were going to, and because they were going to join together and do the Schenker brothers thing. And so Michael's not happy about it.
Yeah. Ozzy says, I'm really not happy about being sober, but I don't want to get drunk.
Well, then you're in a conundrum.
Yep.
Or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't start drinking again because when he was drinking, you couldn't understand anything. They couldn't even subtitle his show back then.
That was funny. All right, late Megadeth drummer. Late Megadeth drummer Nick Menza long-awaited Mega Life book to arrive in November.
Man, that just sucks. He had so much stuff going and then just drops dead.
You never know, man.
Yeah, man. So
live it every day.
Yeah, every day counts, man. So do something good.
Yep. Except Wolf Hoffman on Axl Rose fronting AC/DC. What I heard sounded pretty damn good. You know what I've seen in the videos? He sounds pretty good too.
I just like that were able to play some other stuff that they hadn't
some
played.
Older Bon Scott
stuff, that I really want to hear.
Here's some sad news. Mother of Megadeth bassist Dave Ellefson dies.
Oh, that's
not
sorry,
good.
Dude.
Yeah. Iron Maiden in top 10 highest grossing tours of 2016 so far.
And they haven't played. They don't play a whole lot of shows.
They just charge for the.
And they played just huge places.
Yeah.
Because they only played like 8-10 dates here, didn't they?
Something like that. Blackstone Cherry taps Billy Ray Cyrus for official Rambler video. Have you seen this video? Dude, it is very, very good.
No, I haven't. I like the song, though.
Yeah,
I thought
the song is awesome.
That was a cool song.
Linkin Park's Chester Bennington, We Kept Metal Alive. He's got to get off the dope.
Yeah.
Because I don't know who the heck he thinks he is.
That's not metal,
That's
dude.
not true.
That's not, no.
Yeah,
no, man.
Yeah.
There's lots of bands keeping metal alive.
Here in Wisconsin, this will be good. Dave Mustaine is launching Megadeth beer.
I don't know if I want to be drinking anything with the title Megadeth on it.
Our friend
I'll buy the albums.
Our buddy Andy will.
Yeah.
He likes all that odd beer and stuff.
Wonder
and
what
by the way, he
taste
celebrated
like.
a birthday this week.
Oh, happy birthday, Andy.
Yeah.
I hope it's... Oh, man, I wonder what Megadeth beer is going to taste like.
Like death.
Ugh.
All right, and Paul Stanley...
So if it tastes good, it's bad. Because it's supposed to taste bad because it's Megadeth, right?
I don't know.
Mega bad?
Mega bad, yeah. Paul Stanley on possibility of new Kiss music. It is a very conflicted subject.
Yeah, because they really don't make a lot of money with new music anymore. Not the way the music industry is.
No, and usually with Kiss, what they do is they do that exclusivity thing where you can only buy it at Walmart and make Walmart buy 1 million copies of it.
Yeah, and then they know what they're getting at least, but... Yeah, there's not a lot of money to be made.
And you know what? I'm not going to complain about those 2 albums either.
No, they weren't too bad.
Yeah.
Because they had good ace player. Good ace
bass player.
Ace
Shut up.
player.
Coming up next hour, we've got Glenn Hughes on the show, and we are fortunate enough to have another Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, and we'll talk to him next hour right here on Rock and Metal Revival.
This portion of Rock and Metal Revival is brought to you by...
Who was your drummer? Stumpy's replacement, Peter James Bond. He also died in mysterious circumstances. We were playing a
festival,
jazz blues festival. Where was that?
Well, blues jazz, really.
Blues jazz festival.
That was in the
Isle of Lucy.
The Isle of Lucy.
Isle of
Jazz
Lucy.
and Blues Festival.
And it was tragic, really. He exploded on stage.
Just like that.
He just went up.
It just was like a flash of green light, and that was it. Nothing was left.
It was his face.
Well, there was.
It's true. This
true.
really did happen.
There was a little green globule on his drum seat.
It's like a stain, really.
It was more of a stain than a globule, actually. And
dozens of people spontaneously combust each year. It's just not really widely reported.
Right.
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you what, we dug deep into the past for that one. You keep on moving from Deep Purple. Dude, I haven't heard that in ages, and oh, what a great album that was.
Great vocals,
and,
too, man.
And you put David Coverdale and our guest today. We are proud to have him on the show, Glenn Hughes. Glenn, welcome to Rock and Metal Revival.
Happy days to everyone listening, and happy evenings.
Glenn, Jerry and I have talked for years about having you on the show. We've been big fans of what you've done with Deep Purple and with Black Country, and now you're coming on a big tour which kicks off August 9th. U.S. tour, a solo tour. Tell us about that.
Well, this is pretty wild, everyone. So, as you know, I've been in so-and-so, played with this guy, played in this band, and blah, blah, blah. I have a career that goes all across the world. I live in Los Angeles for 43 years. And now it's time to play America, the country I adore, the country that I was so fortunate to move to when I was a teenager. And I love this country, and it's very clear to me that, and people need to know how much I want to play this country. It's such a large country. You can never play this country all in one. You have to do it in 3 stages. So we start August 9th, and we are doing a certain leg of the tour. Then we'll come back again next March and do the second leg, and then, in September we'll do another leg. So nice. For me, it means everything. It's playing in clubs right now, and introducing my music to people that have heard it, or reintroducing it to people that heard it, and there'll be some people that have never seen me before. I love playing to people that have never seen me. I have a very, very strong connection with the followers of my music. I never call them fans. I think the word fanatic is scary. I have a great followers on the internet that follow my music and life, and this tour is all about giving back to them that have also waited for me to come to their cities and towns across this United States. It's such an important thing for me.
So, if people are coming out to catch you on this first leg of the tour, Glenn, what can they expect? I mean, what is in a set list for the Glenn?
What we're going to do here is, and this is going to when I keep telling people the dates or the years I came to America in 1970, opening for my friends the Moody Blues. I didn't even have an album out with Trapeze at that time, and we were doing arenas across America, and that got the foothold for me to realize that I was playing in the country where I was going to live, and it's like going back in time for me, and playing clubs for me on this first tour is would I rather not play, or would I rather play in a club? I could play in a theater, I guess, but the fact of the matter is I want to go back to where I started. I want to connect in that small environment in sold out venues and get close to my fans.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. That's where I'm at with my life. It's about being, connected to my fan base. It really is all what I'm all about. It's where I am.
So who's in your touring band?
My touring band is the band that before I formed Black Country with Joe, Jason, and Derek in 2009. I had a solo band, Glenn Hughes solo band. I got 5 dogs here. Excuse my zoo. I have a band, and the guitar player is a Dane called Soren, Soren Anderson, Andersen.
Mm-hmm.
Soren Anderson. My drummer is a Swede, Pontus, Pontus Engborg, Engborg, drummer. It's a trio.
Oh, nice.
As was my band Trapeze, and we dig into all kinds of my music, from Trapeze to Purple to Hughes Thrall to Glenn Hughes solo to Black Country. We dig it. What we're going to do on this run, guys, is I'm going to take audiences back to 1970. We're going to do 70s music, play some stuff from the 80s, play some stuff from the 90s, and play some Millennium stuff, and all the way up to Black Country and Glenn Hughes solo. So it's going to be like a creative. I mean, I've recorded over 400 songs in my life, so I've got a lot of songs to choose from.
That's true. And from what I'm looking at your tour schedule, it looks like you head to South America and to Europe. You're a busy guy.
I'm going to be busy all the way through to Christmas, and then January, Black Country record Volume 4. We are doing Volume 4 in January, and then in February, I I'm probably going to go on a couple of cruises, rock cruises, and in the spring I go back for a longer U.S. run, and hopefully we'll get up to see you guys.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, we would certainly be there if you were here in Wisconsin. I've got to ask you, we've had a couple other, lucky enough, I should say, to have a couple other Hall of Fame members on the show with us. What was it like for you that night at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Well, David Coverdale, one of my closest all-time friends in my whole life. We've been friends closely since David joined the band. I took him under my wing when he joined the band, as he had never been in a band before, and I think he was a fan of my band Trapeze, and David was very, very shy back then, believe it or not. So, we're like brothers. We're 1 month apart, and what was the question, guys?
Now, how was it for you that night at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Yeah, David and I went together, and we had a conversation on the phone before we got on the plane about will we be asked to perform with Mark II, Deep Purple, and I said to him, doubtful. It's very doubtful because I'm kind of more involved with the organization. And I said, it's very doubtful we'll perform. Let's just go and get our awards, and my team will be there, your team will be there. There are a lot of people flying in. I had a lot of guests come with me, and I said, let's just go and accept our awards and have a few diet sodas and have some fun. And and I said at the end, as happened, Paul Schaefer invited David and I to sing with Sheryl Crow and Robert Lamb and Steve Miller and Little Steve and my friend Grace Potter to join in with Cheap Trick. I knew we'd be on the end of the show. I just knew we wouldn't be invited to join the Purple thing, which was okay for me because, it really isn't about... The honor for me was to be into the Hall of Fame and to be of service to other people. I now work closely with the Hall of Fame, Shelby, and of course Greg Harris, the chairman. I've been back. I took Jerry Cantrell back with me a couple of months ago to do a panel at the Hall of Fame, and I'm going back again next year to do some more work with the Hall of Fame. I'm working closely with them, so I kind of feel that they've kind of said this is your home. So I'm really, really blessed to feel that it is my home. I'm really happy.
That's awesome. Now, I actually got to see it on HBO when they replayed it, and I couldn't believe the notes you were hitting at the end of that.
Man.
And how do you keep your voice? I mean, because there's so many singers nowadays who back in the day could hit these outrageous notes who can't do it anymore, but you don't seem to have lost anything off of your high register.
It's a long story, but I'm going to abbreviate it to you. I was very fortunate to meet who is now my mentor. I was very fortunate to meet Stevie Wonder in 1974 in the recording studio, the record plant, while we were making Stormbringer. I met him in the studio, and we became... Let's just say that I brought him into the session when we were making a song, and I befriended him, and he's been gracious with me for years, and I went in the studio with him, and I asked him a few questions about breathing and about how he sustains his notes, and it really is about how you breathe when you sing. And the fact is, as you know, I've had some surgeries in the last couple of years, and my lungs are quite big, so I've got a capacity to hold notes longer than some. So I think it's about breathing, and it's about yoga style of breathing, which is really vitally important for me, and letting go of any fear or anxiety when I'm singing. I see some singers sing, and they're very, very tense.
Oh, yeah.
And very, very calm when I sing.
Okay.
I don't sing from my throat, it's all from the diaphragm. Again, I've learned, in my opinion, from the greatest singer known to the history of singing, Stevie Wonder.
Exactly.
I was just very, very, very... I was just having to be in the right place at the right time, and there he was. And to this very day, we still sing together, so I'm very, very fortunate.
That's awesome.
Well, Glenn, now that you're heading out on this on your solo tour and digging into some of the past catalog, are we going to see maybe a Glenn Hughes another solo album in the near future?
Gentlemen, I have wonderful news for you. I am now sequencing that album as we speak.
Nice.
Today I have the sequencing. We're mastering tomorrow. The album will be released the first week of November or the last week of October in America.
Awesome.
I can't give you the title because I'm in between two titles, but what I can tell you, fellas, it's a rock album. I don't think I've made an album this heavy since Fused with Tony Iommi, which was 11 years ago.
I love that album.
It is as dense and as deep, as dark as I did with Tony. It's also very dramatic. It's also very soulful. But it's a very, very intense Glenn rock record, something I haven't done for quite some time. I think Black Country Communion brought me back to the forefront of, we had 3 number-1 records on, across the world on the rock charts with those albums. And I think that signaled for me to return to my roots.
Yeah.
As Trapeze were a rock band,
Yeah.
I went back to my roots. And this, for all people that listen to my music, and let's be clear, most of my fans are rock fans. I think this is an album they've been waiting for.
Sweet.
And I have to say to you, it's really difficult to say this, but I'm so bloody pleased that I went in my studio at home and I said, I'm just going to focus on writing a rock record, and I want to make it as Glenn as possible. And I'm really excited to release this record, guys. And of course, next year I'll be promoting the hell out of this thing. We're going to go on tour for 18 months, along with Black Country Communion, doing shows as well. So I'm going to be very, very busy.
Awesome.
That is
Good
very
news.
exciting
Yeah,
news.
I can't
That
wait
is
to hear that.
outstanding news. And
Guys, it's difficult, especially when I'm being interviewed and people will be hearing this or reading this. That it's comforting to tell you that I'm in a really good place when I think that I may have recorded a really fine record for people that have been waiting for an album from Glenn that is in the genre they want.
That's awesome. I can't wait. Now, one thing I want to know, is there any songs on there that are going to feature the cowbell?
Chad Smith came in and played drums. Guys, you don't want to know the truth, and I'm glad you. This is hilarious. So Chad's in the studio with me, and I'm looking at the songs, and I'm going, it's time to do percussion, right? And I'm going, I'm hearing a cowbell on this one particular song, and I'm thinking of the Saturday Night Live sketch where Will Ferrell, the Aretha song where he's, and of course, Chad, I've seen Chad go through the Will Ferrell experience for 15 years. And let me tell you, it's getting old with Chad. And they're really good friends with Will. But I'm looking at Chad going, there's no fucking way we can put any cowbell on this record. Now listen, before the Will Ferrell thing on Saturday Night Live, cowbell was a cool, honky-tonk woman. Come on.
Yeah, you gotta have it.
American Made.
Cowbell, 25, 30 years plus back ago, was a very cool, percussive, accessory. Now, if you only hear cowbell is like, you can't put a cowbell on a record. Keep fucking freak.
That's true.
So, but I gotta tell you, I'm a big cowbell lover.
All right, that's
Nice.
awesome. Well, Glenn,
Nice.
we are very honored to have you on the show. Tell people where they can find out more about your tour and where you're playing.
Go on my, GlennHughes.com or, Glenn_Hughes on Twitter or Glenn Hughes online on Instagram or Glenn Hughes Facebook and a whole host of stuff. You can go get my tour dates and unfortunately we're not playing Wisconsin, but if you want to just come and see me in Chicago, we're playing 2 nights and you need to know, everyone, that I love this country I live in. I've been here since 1970. I love the United States of America. I'm very, very fortunate to live in our great country, and I want to wish us all the very best as we trudge this happy road of destiny, because we live in paradise in this country, and let's keep this country rocking and rolling. I love you all, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you very much, Glenn Hughes. Here's Black Country from Black Country Communion. Glenn Hughes, you are welcome on Rock and Metal Revival anytime, my friend.
Thank you, brother.
There's Wayland and On My Knees from their Welcome to My Head EP on Rock and Metal Revival, and just talked to Phil this week, brother.
Oh, yeah? What's going on with
them? It
them?
looks like maybe some new music real soon. You know, Nigel Dupree has now joined the band.
Yeah.
And it really gives them a fuller sound, man. Yeah. It is outstanding, and look forward to having those guys back on the show real soon with some new music.
I'll have to go check them out when they come. Are they coming around?
They're going to be at Taste of Madison. I know that much on Labor Day weekend. They're going to be up there with Nonpoint.
Okay,
and
cool.
So, yeah, hopefully they get back to the area real quick. I want to thank once again Glenn Hughes. That was cool.
Yeah. Sorry about the distortion.
Yeah. And hopefully next week Michael Sweet will join us.
Oh, that'd be awesome, dude.
Yeah. Michael Sweet, not formally a Striper.
No,
he's still a Striper, but
another solo
this new album is killer.
Yeah, it's really rocking. Some really good guitar work on it, because it's got Joel Hoekstrom on it, too, which... Yeah, I heard some shredding stuff on that.
Yeah, he's crazy. It'll either be Michael Sweet or somebody from Tesla or Def Leppard, because they'll be in the area. So we want to thank once again all of our affiliates on the internet. Megarock Radio, Uncontrolled Noize, and Rock Rage Radio. And we also, if you want to check us out, you can do it at our website at rmrshow.com. You can also email us request at rockandmetalrevival@gmail.com.
And Facebook.
Yeah.
Rock and Metal Revival Facebook page.
Yep. Check that out. And
Spreaker.
We're all over.
iHeartRadio. If you want to hear some old interviews or something, go check out our Spreaker page.
But we are happy to be here at the Hog. Thank you very much for taking a risk on us, because there's a lot of people that would have trusted us not to drop an F-bomb.
Yeah, we made it through without one.
Yeah, I think that's the first time. What show is this? 203?
203 of this.
Probably the first time in 203 shows that we haven't cursed.
Yeah. What the heck?
Gall darn it.
Close. Gosh darn it. Golly gee whiz.
There we go. A little cowbell. As we've been saying for 203 shows, remember, don't drink and drive.
Smoke and fly.
Till next week. Peace.
This brings to an end another edition of Rock and Metal Revival. If you enjoyed it, tell a friend. If you didn't, tell two. Until next time, this is Rock and Metal Revival.
I said, who wants to fucking touch me?
To catch the whole show of Rock and Metal Revival, all you have to do is check it out on these affiliates. Megarock Radio's on Saturdays from 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and on Uncontrolled Noize Tuesdays at 1 a.m., Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and on Saturday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern on uncontrollednoise.com. And make sure that you leave them a message and tell them that you found Rock and Metal Revival on their stations.